thing that scares the system, that scares the machine, is that Donald Trump is not a puppet. He's a real person, you know? And he's not beholden to anyone. And that's why you see sort of, you know, that they're trying to kill him.
Yeah, 100%. But we got to talk a little bit about Elon, man, because it seems like Elon and Trump are back on great terms, because for a while there, it was a little shaky. I'm sure you guys remember that things were a little shaky. But it seems like the boys are back in town together, and that is beautiful to see. Some of the old images of Trump and Elon. Here's Trump and X, Elon's son. Such a fantastic moment. X full of energy. Love to see it. Love to see it. I bet you Joe Biden couldn't do that. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Also, what recently happened, I guess I should say, or happened today. He invited Elon to China with him. Yeah, no kidding.
First, just as he promised. So this, of course, will be a visit of tremendous symbolic significance. But as you said, there are a number of CEOs coming on this trip because this president never travels for symbolism alone. The American people can expect more good deals for our country, continued work on the U.S.-China Board of Trade, deals spanning the aerospace, energy, agriculture industries that ultimately will end that practice of shipping jobs overseas and selling out American workers in favor of policies and agreements that put America first and revitalize our economy here first.
Absolutely. You love to hear it. And here is the image of Trump arriving in China. And in the background, you can see Elon Musk. The audio is a little shoddy on this. You'll hear like cut in here and there from time to time. I do apologize about that. But you can kind of see Elon back there if you look really close. He's right there. Right there. You can see his face. Look at that celebration. Waving the American flags. Love to see it. Ain't that a beautiful sight? The American flag in China, huh? Beautiful. Beautiful. Another angle of that entire situation. So there you have that. Now, I know some of you are wondering, why is he showing us this? Well, something big is going on behind the scenes. And when I say big, I mean massive. And that is this. The billionaires behind the most expensive midterm elections in history. Yeah, we got a lot of money being thrown around right now behind the scenes. And when you have Elon Musk on your side, that is a major, and I mean major, leg up in the entire situation. When you have the richest man, at least on paper, because there's speculation that there's some other, very wealthy individuals that aren't so much on paper, right? But the richest individual on paper on your side, it's big news. It's big news. Let's read a little bit of this because he's been throwing some money around, some massive money around as well. Jeff Yass, the billionaire founder of market-making firm, I don't even know how to pronounce that, International Group, has been busy this election season, giving more than $80 million so far to midterm candidates and causes. The donations put him behind only George Soros, which we know about George Soros, and Elon Musk. Yeah. So now Elon Musk is basically our George Soros. And that is why I think this is massively important. As much as, right, I would like money to not be such a big factor in elections anymore. When you got somebody like George Soros on their side, who's just constantly throwing around hundreds of millions of dollars, I think it's very, very important that we have somebody like Elon on our side. I mean, I'm surprised that all billionaires aren't on our side, because we're the side where we're like, hey, billionaires, you earned your money, right? Keep it. You know, I mean, if you want to share it with us, we'll take a check. Don't get me wrong, but we're not going to tax you out the wazoo just because you've earned a lot more money than us, like the Democrats will. The Democrats want to, you know, they want to hose you down for everything you got. As the biggest individual donor of the cycle, according to data compiled by Bloomberg News, while Soros and Musk gave primarily to their own super political action committees, Yas is one of the biggest donors to President Donald Trump's MAGA Inc. and has directly supported a wide variety of other recipients. These range from his favorite causes, $15 million, to the Pro School Choice Freedom Fund, to individual candidates, including $20 million to a federal PAC supporting Ohio governor candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. Shout out to Vivek, man. Shout out to Vivek. Got that 20 M's. I love it. There have also been donations to more unusual causes, including $675,000 to Aurora Action Network, which supports repealing ranked choice voting in Alaska, which for those of you that aren't familiar with the Alaska situation, basically the reason why someone like Lisa Murkowski, who is the Republican senator out of Alaska, one of the major reasons why she's able to continue to win is because of the ranked choice voting that they have in Alaska. Okay. And so when you see stuff like this, people pushing forth, that's great news. That's great news, because Lisa Murkowski is not a great individual. She has an F on her Liberty score. She's basically a Democrat. I mean, all in all, I mean, I want to pull this up really quickly. I know I'm getting sidetracked a little bit, but I just want to show you guys because her score is absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Yeah. Look at that score. She's at 29%. 29%. That is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And in comparison, for example, I want to show you guys this. I want to show you, remember 29% she was at, right? 29%. Let's see. Where's yeah. Lisa Murkowski is at 29. Ilhan Omar is 22. What's the difference between them two? Not much. According to the numbers, not much. Ilhan Omar's 22%. Lisa Murkowski is at 29. 7% difference. 7. That's the only thing that separates them two. So yeah, when we start talking about the ranked choice situation, and you know you have guys putting money towards defeating ranked choice, I love to see it. I love to see it. And if you're in Alaska, let's get rid of that ranked choice situation. Not good. Not good. A long way from Pennsylvania. Yas didn't respond to requests for comment. Yas, who has a net worth of $83.8 billion, according to Bloomberg Billionaires, is just one player in what's shaping up to be the most expensive midterm election cycle in history. So once again, in an expensive election cycle, it's important to have somebody like Elon Musk on your side. Okay? According to an analysis of the biggest donors to date, federal political committees have already raked in more than $4.7 billion in the current cycle from individuals, companies, dark money organizations, and other groups. Bloomberg's analysis shows, and that doesn't include donations at the state or local level. Ad Impact expects political ad spending alone to reach $10.8 billion, up more than 20% from 2022. Okay, 20%. So here is how that ranking all breaks down. The moguls pouring money into U.S. politics, biggest individual donors to federal committees in the 2026 election cycle. You got George Soros here at the top at over. And this is as of March 31st. So that 100 million that he's already put in is going to be much higher because this concluded as of March 31st. So we're late, but up to that point, $102 million. Elon Musk, $84 million, almost $85 million. Jeff Yass, 81, and then you drop off quite a bit to 45, 44, 44, 42, 33, 25, and 25. Okay. If I remember right, the Adelsons donated a significant amount to Trump's campaign in 2024 leading up to the elections. I think like hundreds of millions of dollars. I believe it was 200 million. Don't quote me on that. But if I remember correctly, maybe 100 million. I'm pretty sure it was up there. Miriam Adelson. I believe they're the new owners of the Dallas Mavericks too, the NBA team, if I remember correctly as well. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yeah. So a lot of money getting thrown around, and we have Elon Musk on our side to help us out. But there's more. So far, much of that money is pouring into Republican coffers. The GOP, its allied House and Senate super PACs, along with Trump's political committees in MAGA Inc., amassed almost $1 billion, $917 million through the first quarter. So through the first quarter of this year alone, we have 917 million. 917 million in comparison to Democrats, 262 million collectively. Yeah. Says a lot. Says a lot. But also, here's the thing. Democrats had their shot at, money being dumped onto their side of the political aisle. I mean, we watched $2.5 billion get dumped into pro Kamala Harris stuff, and she got blown out. 2.5 billion wasted. So yeah, I mean, listen, if I'm a billionaire and I just watched that happen and I just dumped money into the Democrats and Kamala Harris and I just watched $2.5 billion go down the drain, I'm probably not going to donate to them either. I'm going to shift and, hey, let's donate to some winners so I can actually get some things in my favor, right? It sucks that's the way that it is, but, hey, I gave you 50 M's, brother. Let me, just make sure you don't tax the crap out of us. Keep that loophole in the tax system, all right? Don't go fixing that, Even Trump said it. You guys remember the debate between him and Hillary Clinton when she came out and said, well, you don't pay any taxes. And he was like, neither do your donors. I use the same tax loopholes they use. And you're not going to fix it because they use the same tax, because they use the tax loopholes. And they would be very upset with you if you did change it. He called her out live on stage. Like, yo, you can say all you want to about me not paying massive amounts of taxes, but your donors don't. And if you got such a problem with it, then change the tax code. I bet you won't. That's basically what he said to her. I bet you won't change the tax code. You have the power to change the tax code right now, but I bet you won't, because all of the people that are giving you money use those tax loopholes. Oh man, one of the classic moments in debating history, if I do say so myself. But Great news, ladies and gentlemen. Elon Musk and the crew is back together, so that is beautiful to see, especially in a time when we really need funds. So y'all get in the comments, let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I greatly appreciate all of the continued love and support, especially those of you that watched it until this point. I really do appreciate you specifically. I mean, I appreciate everybody that watches, but especially you. Peace and love. I'm out.